Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we are in X-Plane 12 doing a short flight from Sao Paulo, a little bit up north to Rio de Janeiro. We're flying a real-world Azul Airlines ops with the Airbus A321neo as Azul Airlines, as you can see. Passengers are on board, cargo and catering has all been sorted, doors are closed. Basically all we have to do is just confirm some things in the flight deck and get on out of here. I will be making more flight sim videos when I won't be able to do live streams. So like for example, I'm gone on a 1 week vacation holiday for Christmas. So I'm going to be making some flight sim videos prior to be posting that time. So this video most likely is going to be out on Christmas Eve. So to all, Merry Christmas and hopefully you guys enjoyed this flight. So we're in the cockpit here of the Toliss Airbus A321-200neo. We're just going to pull this up. We're not on VATSIM for today, but we need to lock our cockpit door so you can't use it. There you go. And from here, we will just confirm some things up top here. Everything's look good. Let's start the APU and APU bleed on. Get the APU started up. If we look here, I'll show you guys some things happening in the cockpit. We have our altitude. I forgot to set that. Our altitude is going to be 19,000 feet. So it's a short flight, guys. It's a 38-minute flight. It's going to be nice. I like this flight because of the scenery. But it's going to be a very short flight over 19,000 feet. Our cruise altitude on over to Rio de Janeiro. We're landing runway 05, I think. 15, sorry. Runway 15 we're landing. So we'll be facing the Christ Redeemer statue up on the hill there. There's another airport I want to fly to, which is... you have to go around the mountain and then sharp turn. We'll do that probably for a live stream in the future, so stay tuned for that. For today, we're just going to be doing a short hop flight over to Rio de Janeiro from Sao Paulo. So we'll just turn some things here so it's all set. There we go. All doors are closed and locked, and we can go over to our menu here. Left side all closed, right side all closed, and car doors all closed. Now, one thing too, guys, is I'm still on my old specs of my PC. I did not get to my new PC. I mean, I did, but it looks like I bought the wrong RAM. The RAM is too fast in megahertz to actually have the PC boot up. So I had to put all my old specs back in. So unfortunately, we're back on my old specs for today's video and for the next few videos. But the first live stream in the new year will be with the new specs. So stay tuned for that. But... yeah, that's the thing. Unfortunately, I bought the wrong RAM. It was too fast, and the CPU kept bottlenecking, and it couldn't actually keep up with the RAM. So I have to buy RAM that's less than 6,000 megahertz, so I bought 5,600, and that should all be working in the new year, though. Anyways, everything's good here. Loading preference, we got a pretty full flight here, and everything else is looking good. So if we look here, our APU is up and running. Flap is open. Up top looks good. We can turn off exterior power. There we go, exterior power off. And then we will turn off the exterior power there and the chocks. All off there. With some of the things I have in the plugins menu here, I got some better pushback and some other things here. XP Realistic, which is what I use for the realistic sounds. All the plugins I use, scenery, whatever, will be in the description of every stream or video. So if you're interested, take a look in there. We go plugins, better pushback. We always want to check our preferences in case something happens, but so far it's been acting very well. We'll go better pushback and pre-plan our pushback to go just right over here.
Grounded to cockpit, plan knowledge. Please call me through the menu when you're ready.
We'll start the pushback.
Grounded to cockpit.
Up top looks good. And ground services all removed and doors are all closed. FM McDo, they call it in the Airbus, is set. Everything's looking good. So doors, good. APU, let's go to engines because for our startup we'll need to. It's a quick climb, 19,000 feet, and then we will start a descent. How far until our top of descent? We're doing another climb? Let's see here. Flight plan. Nope, 19,000 feet, so I don't know what that other blue line is there. And then our top of descent's the white line right there.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
But hopefully you guys are enjoying the flight sim streams and videos. I'll be focusing more on flight sim content as I'm a big aviation enthusiast and my dream job is to become an airline pilot in the future. So I'll be focusing on making a lot of flight sim videos and live streams. Mainly live streams. Videos will only show up if I can't live stream for a week. And we are using the Thrustmaster side stick and throttle quadrant for our Airbus flights. They should be connecting here very shortly. Yep, just down there they're connecting.
So is now connected and bypass pin is secured. Please release parking brake.
Parking brake released.
Starting pushback now and you may start your engine.
Hey, everything left and right clear. We'll look down here. We'll turn our switch to ignition and engine 2 on first. Watch it boot up. And we'll just watch the levels of the engine starting up here. Alright, engine 2 is starting up. There we go. Once it says available, we start engine 1. And now we'll start engine 1. You'll hear the PTUs. And as we're starting up engine 1 with all of this, we will just go over... Oh, we're going to be stopping the parking brake here. I think it's rainy here. There's some puddles here, so it is rainy in this airport. And set the parking brake here.
Please set parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Please stand by. Bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on your left, sir. See you next time and have a safe flight.
Oh, hey, pushback tug is disappearing, and we'll have to look for our hand signal here to confirm everything is clear of the aircraft. Hand signal received. We will go flaps 2, set, speed brake, arm, auto brakes, max. And then we'll go to our flight controls here. Go trim up by, how much? 3. Oh, we went too far. 3. There we go. And then we'll do left aileron, right aileron, elevator down, elevator up, and left rudder, right rudder. So we're all clear of controls. APU, we'll turn off the APU now, so bleed, and then APU off, and taxi light on. Up top looks good. Have the APU go. Doors are still closed. Good. Engines all good. Okay, we will start our taxi here. We can switch this back to normal mode. Release the parking brake. And taxi to runway 10 left. Okay, so we're just pulling up to the hold short line here. So we'll just go do our over top stuff. Ping the cabin. Takeoff test, all good. Flaps 2, speed brake, everything's looking good. Lights up top all look good. We will now continue with our lineup here. Now we'll get ready for takeoff on out of here. Ready for departure. Have the realistic head shake, which is kind of cool. $100 knots. V1, rotate. Positive rate, gear up. Gear coming up. That beeping sound, I'm not exactly sure. I think it's about the runway. Oh, there's a LATAM aircraft over there. LATAM, I think it's pronounced. Aircraft just over there. Okay, we're just gonna hand fly the plane right now. This beeping is very strange, but that's fine. No clue what that all was, but whatever. Okay, we'll go into climb power. And continue our climb on out of here. Right now I'm just manually flying the plane as we climb on out. And now we'll engage autopilot. And it'll manually do its thing. And there we go. Now we climb out of Sao Paulo here. Got some clouds and everything nearby, so it's a pretty cloudy day here. I'm hoping the weather in Rio de Janeiro is actually MVFR. So let's see here. Weather should be okay. It's probably like almost the same here. Okay, flaps 1. And we climb on out, making our way to Rio de Janeiro, which I've never done this flight actually, so this is pretty new to me. And flaps up 0 degrees. Auto brakes off. Speed brake off. Everything down here looks good. Top looks good. Seatbelt sign won't be off until we're above transition, or at cruise technically. It's a short flight. Not long until we get there, because on Navigraph here does not look long whatsoever. So for now, just enjoy the climb out. Once we're above 10,000, we'll get our speed increased, which automatically will do it through autopilot, and then we'll look up top here and get our landing lights and everything off. Oh, yeah, as we're approaching 10,000 feet, I'm going to hit standard pressure on both. And our speed will automatically increase as autopilot takes control of all this, as you guys can see here. And then just before top of descent, we'll do our... we won't activate the approach. We will do it manually right here when that time comes. But we'll go to the flight plan page. So now our speed will increase here. And we will go up top and turn off our nose lights, landing lights. That can go off, and wing lights. So landing lights and wing lights off, and seatbelt sign. It's a calm flight here. I think we could turn the seatbelt sign off. I think we might get above this before, but we'll turn the seatbelt sign off for now. Yeah, we just made it over this. We just made it over. We're at 13,000 feet here, gonna stop because of the climbing altitudes. So I think we have to be at 13,000 feet by Expo, and then we're gonna go 19,000 feet here shortly. We're using descent. We're using the autopilot descent. We're not doing an open climb. So it will stop at 13,000, then we'll continue up here. I think just after Expo, it's going to switch here very shortly. Everything's looking fine, though. We have no turbulence as of right now. So seatbelt sign will stay off until we have to start our descent. Like I said, it's not a long flight. It's a pretty short flight, so we'll continue our climb up to 190, 19,000 feet, and then look at our descent and approach. So as we are coming up to our cruise altitude of 190, flight's calm, seatbelt sign on. That might be a problem when we go through it. But when I'm looking on my iPad here, there's light rain in Rio de Janeiro and 2 knots of wind, and the ceiling is at 1,800 feet. So yeah, very close to when we come into the landing there. That will be cloudy, but otherwise it should be okay because we can also have autopilot auto land and everything like that. But we're at flight level 190 now, which is our cruise altitude for today's flight. We will be starting our descent. If you look here, our top of descent is in... Oops, what did I click? Already have to enter our destination data that quick. Top of descent is at 1610 Zulu. We are at 1600. So in about 10 minutes, we start our top of descent into Rio de Janeiro, and we'll see what everything is like there. But while we're here, since we got the notification for it, we will make our approach here. So the altimeter is 1013 in North America, Canada, Mexico, and the United States. In North America there, pretty sure it's HPA, which it is, but everyone else, I'm pretty sure it's QNH, if I'm not mistaken, or not QNH, inches HG. Hectopascals is, I think, North America, and then INHG, I think, is Europe and the rest of the world, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, we'll get everything typed in here. So 1013. Oh my goodness. 1013. Type too many numbers in. Temperature is 25 degrees. Nice and warm there, holy. Compared to Canada, when last we were doing all our flight sim streams, we were flying in Canada. And snow and everything, it was horrendous. Cold. Winds are 210 at 2, so 210/2. And the baro, which is the minimums, if we look on our approach, because we're going to be doing the localizer for this runway. If we look here, if I'm not mistaken, it's 1710, if I am not mistaken. Yeah, should be 1710. No, I am wrong. I'm always confused looking at the chart here and figuring this out. It's 217 actually. Yeah. Alright, so 217 is what we're actually typing in. 217. Because the elevation of this airport is... Doesn't tell me here. Info of the airport. Yeah. 217 is our baro, so our minimums check. So I'll implement that, but we're not actually going to hit... if we go to perf pay, we're not going to hit activate because it automatically does it. So we're just going to stay here. But we typed all that information in so it's prepared, ready to go when the time comes. So right now we'll sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight here. It's a calm flight, 8-knot tailwind, so we're kind of getting pushed, so it's going to be a little bit faster. And our top of descent should be coming up just after the VER-EP waypoint, which is in about 10 minutes. So it's 1600 UTC right now. 1610 is when we do our top of descent. So that's 10 minutes until top of descent for our journey here. For now, though, sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight, and we will see you just before top of descent. Right now, we're just flying through a little bit of storm here, so I'm going to throw the seatbelt sign back on, and we'll continue. We're just coming up to our halfway point. And in a little bit, we'll be starting our descent here. So for now, though, we're just flying through a little bit of a storm, which hopefully isn't that bad. It's somewhat bad. Okay, so we are just coming up to our top of descent here, making our way into Sao Paulo, no, Rio de Janeiro. Top of descent's in about 3 minutes here. If we go to our perf page, we have already done our approach, so that's good. All we have to do is just bring this down to whatever the localizer intercept is, which is going to be about 3,000 feet. So bring this down to 3,000 feet, and then we'll press it once right when we come up to the arrow here. I'm going to press it when it gets to about these white lines here. I'm going to press it because sometimes you just start it early. So we're going to press it in now, descending. Because as you can see, the profile comes up. That green dot is our descent profile. And if we hit it on the white, then we're a little bit too late to the profile. Why is that button so white? Oh my goodness, we do not want emergency call. Let's go to our fuel page while we're here so you know our go around fuel. Seatbelt sign is on because it is a little bumpy. We're going descending down to flight level 120, and our altimeter setting is going to be 1013. If we look on the perf page, go to the approach. 1013 is our approach there. We also will go to our radio navs, and it's 1105 checked and 149, 148. That's checked, and with a -3 slope. So with Airbus, the one thing I like about Airbus is it's so automated and so simple to get done. Yes, they're super fun to fly, these Airbus aircrafts, and very easy to fly, but also it is very, very simple to understand and very easy to get going, unlike Boeing, which is more of a manual type setup aircraft. Like the Boeing 767, I want to do a video on that, but it's just, I have to watch a video on how to use the aircraft in some parts because I just don't remember. And I've been flying Airbus for the last week, so I'm like, you know, let me do my Airbus videos first before we actually get everything else. So everything looks good here. Let's see, weather. Let's just double check the weather in our arrival airport. Everything is the exact same. Nothing has changed for visibility or the weather. The winds though are 2 knots, so the winds have gone down, I think. Nope, they're still the same. Okay, same that I implemented. Got slight crosswind that's pushing us, so we're actually getting there faster, because you always want a tailwind at cruise because it pushes you, and then for takeoff and landing you want a headwind. And then I think for our approach we are also going to do a flaps full landing. Yes. Otherwise it's a 156, so we're doing a flaps full. So it's a 147 approach with a 142 landing speed, so we'll, right when we get to the 1,000 feet mark, we bring our speed down to 142, or around there is our plan. And if we look here, we're getting very close already. Very close. Normally below 10,000 feet, I normally take control of the speed. When we're descending below 10,000, when we're descending and we're below 10,000 feet, that's when I decide to control the speed, because then it's just easier to get everything set up. I think we're supposed to throw the speed brake in. The movements are crazy. I really like it. Toliss aircrafts are very good graphics. I can't wait for the Toliss A350, Flight Factor A350, them merging and making a better A350. I'm excited for that. We'll arm the speed brake and put the brakes to medium, so we have all that set. But yeah, Toliss and Flight Factor are going to be going together and making a reworked, brand new Airbus A350. Yes, Flight Factor has their A350. It's not the best because it's super old. And Toliss is very good with making their aircrafts as well, graphic-wise too, and fly feel. So I'm pretty sure Flight Factor is very good at making fuselages too. So I'm pretty sure what the plan is. I think Flight Factor is making the fuselage of the aircraft, and then Flight Factor is making the fuselage, and then Toliss is actually going to do the controls and the interior, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, Flight Factor and Toliss are going to come together and build an aircraft, remake the A350 together, which I can't wait for that. So stay tuned for that, because we might just go straight into a long haul flight sim stream and just fly the A350 and experience it, because it's going to be very nice. I just wonder when they're going to actually come out with it, because it'd be very nice if they come out with it in the new year, which they most likely will come out in 2025 with it, but we'll see. Anyways, everything is set up here. Up top looks good. These clouds are crazy. Very, very crazy clouds. Yeah, we're getting down to flight level 090, and our speed is decreasing. It's going to be coming to the Egg Dut waypoint and then turn left a little bit to get in line with the localizer approach in for 1-5 at Rio De Janeiro. We have a 1-knot headwind and a 2-knot crossing, so we should get a butter landing. I do have the fly with Lua. I'm pretty sure it is working, I hope. So you guys will see if it's a butter landing or not. All the other landings I had so far have been labeled as acceptable or great landings, so it's not been the best. I need to learn more on how to cut the throttles back, like the Airbus A340 I'm good with, and the A330neo I'm good with. Stay tuned, I'll be probably doing videos on that in the future. Alright, we'll get our landing lights on. Wing lights on, landing lights on, and all that good. Nose light we keep off, seatbelt sign is on. We are looking good. Auto brakes, medium, speed brake, armed. We're looking good here. We need to actually bring our speed brake out just to reduce speed down to 250. And this is the updated Toliss Airbus A321 1.7, which gives us the option to put the Toliss ISCS menu into the EFB so it's more realistic. I don't have the Avitab plugin just installed yet because, like I said, I had to install everything, redo it all again because I thought it was going to be on my new PC for all the videos, but unfortunately, no. New PC won't be getting built until January 1st or 2nd, and then our first stream of 2025 will be on the new specs of the PC, so stay tuned. Alright, we're going to manually take control of speed here. And control it ourselves. We're going to now go to 230. We'll go down to 210, I think. Let's bring it down to 210. And speed brake can come out. Because we are coming up to that notch here to turn. So we want to get all this prepared. So we'll go down to 210. And then we'll throw our first notch of flaps under 220. This aircraft, the A321neo, is very nice. Just look at this. We're flying through a cloud right now, so that's why you see it like this. We're over here, then you don't see it, but... Oh, there we go. Now it's fixed. Very nice aircraft. Any Toliss aircraft is really good. Okay, we're slowing down enough now. That's good. Slow down to 160 now. Second notch of flaps. Localizer. As you guys can see, it is not great visibility here, so we might end up doing a auto land. And we can also hit the approach button because the glide slope is basically right here as well. Oh, we forgot to do this. 1013. There we go. There shouldn't be any terrain in front of us that I'm aware of. Yeah, no, we're looking good. Turn that off. Turn this down a little bit. Speed brake armed, auto brakes medium. Everything's looking good here. Finally, after figuring out why the plane wasn't slowing down. Everything's looking all right. Once we hear 2000, gear down. And we might end up using auto land feature if we can't figure this out, because this is exactly what it was like in one of the past live streams when we were flying into Toronto. Flaps 3. Oh, flaps full. What was flaps full? 147, I think. Perf page. It's already been implemented. 147. Flaps full. 147. Getting very close up here. And we'll try and get a nice butter landing here. Go around altitude will be 5,000. For go around according to our charts. You could probably hear the rain from the XP realistic effects. A little bit windy on the approach here, which I was not expecting that. Ding the cabin. Everything here looks good. Wow, this is crazy. Expecting in Rio. MVFR, so it's the second worst. I think IFR is LIFR is the worst, then it's IFR, then MVFR. I think. I'm not mistaken. We're going to be throwing the gear down here very shortly. 2,500. We'll throw the gear down very soon. Really raining, so it's going to be interesting coming in for the approach here. Thank God we got localizer, because I don't know how else we'd do it.
2,000.
Gear down. Okay, I see the ground. We're good to take control of the aircraft when it's time. Jesus, though, it is turbulent. 2 knots wind, and we're getting this? Wind shear, maybe? Oh my God, we're rocking back and forth, and we're not even controlling the aircraft. Look at this. Into Rio. I've never experienced this before. Oh my goodness. Turn the window wiper on. You know, it's not going to do anything. It's not really going to do anything until we're on the ground. Okay, gear down full. 142 is our final speed. Get that in the system. Gear down. Everything there looks good. Okay. Cabin. They know they're ready. We can see the ground, so we are able to take control of the aircraft very shortly here, guys. So enjoy the landing.
1,000.
Checked. I think that's the runway right there. If it wants to show up properly. Autopilot disconnect. I have control of my aircraft. Enjoy the landing, everybody.
1,000.
Checked. It's not raining anymore. That's nice. But it's very foggy. Very, very low visibility. I wonder why. I wonder what's happening over there.
Above.
Continue.
200. Minimum.
Continue.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
Oh, fuck. That was horrible. Average Ryanair landing right there. Ugh. Not good. That was very hard. Oh my God, I should have flared earlier and pulled the nose back more. 60, clear reversers, stow them. Manual braking, try and get the exit right here. Oh my goodness. Ugh. That landing was awful. Awful landing. 300 feet, 352 feet per minute. Awful landing. Very hard landing. Awful. That was not good. But anyways, we'll try and get redemption for the next video in the Airbus aircraft. Alright, we'll throw the flaps up. 0. That's off there. Start the APU, master switch, taxi light on. Turn everything else off. Okay, looking good up top. And we will now taxi to the gate, which is just up here. Turn left, and somewhere over there we're going to park at one of the gates. At the passenger 2 terminal is our gate that we're looking for. But welcome to Rio de Janeiro, everybody. I wish it was VFR flying, so we'd actually be able to see all the scenery. But no, it is not VFR flying. It's unfortunately pretty shitty weather here. Rainy. I mean, it is the winter. I don't know if it's winter down there, but where I live, it's winter, so I don't know if it's the same, but pretty sure it's below the equator, if I'm not mistaken. But oh my god, I am not satisfied with that landing. Next video, guys, I hope to get a butter landing. I need to get a butter landing in this aircraft. The Toliss Airbus A319, A320neo, and A321, and A321neo. I can never get a butter landing in that aircraft whatsoever. It's always a labeled acceptable or great landing or a hard landing. So I think I was supposed to pull back on the stick a little bit more and it would be better, but I don't know. I thought it was looking good for the approach. The approach was good. I think just the flare was not on point. So next video, guys, I hope to get a butter landing or a very, very smooth landing is what I'm hoping for. We'll taxi the gate here. Make sure the APU switches here on so we can start the APU now and turn the APU bleed on. APU gen is on up top. That's looking good. And we'll just taxi to the runway here. Not taxi to the gate, I meant to say. Which we're going to take probably one of the gates over here. I think this is it. Yeah, Terminal 2. Give this video a like so other flight simmers or aviation enthusiasts can see the flight sim video as well. Much appreciated. Our gate's right here, it looks like. Park on this gate here and we should be set there. Alright, we'll go on the outside view here, slow slightly down. Gate 34, yep. And turn. Taxi light can go off. I love the Airbus aircrafts, they're awesome. They're very fun to fly. And I will eventually hopefully get a nice smooth landing in the future too. I think we could park at the end one. Yeah, I think we could do the end one. And brake right there. Hey, park and brake engage. All good there. APU gen's running. Both engines off. We'll then switch to APU gen. There we go. And beacon light off. Seatbelt sign off. And then we'll go down to our EFB here and let ground connect the chocks and power. Which then that means we can go back up top here and turn the exterior power on. And turn the APU gen off, or APU in general off. And we'll go to our ground handling and toggle the jetway to our door here. We'll get our baggage team. Get all the doors open, and then our aft catering truck open, and our boarding door open. And there we go. That is the flight, guys, from Sao Paulo, Brazil, up to Rio De Janeiro, Brazil, with the Toliss Airbus A321-200neo. Very nice aircraft. And, yeah, that's going to do it for this video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this flight sim video. Like I said, flight sim videos will happen when I am not able to stream for a week. Or if I can't stream for long, then I will be making some flight sim videos to keep up with the posting. If you do enjoy the flight sim streams and videos, content in general, then consider subscribing and turn that notification bell on so you won't miss a new video. Like always, enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for watching. Peace.